Hey, what's up, you guys? It's good to be back. It's good to be back once again. Now, I've thought about this on multiple occasions, but the question is, does modern gaming suck today in 2025? Short answer, no. Long answer, not really. Let me explain. The problem isn't that fundamentals of modern gaming is bad. It's what leads up to having a somewhat decent gaming experience. Most publishers have drifted away from simply providing a fun, no hassle, no day one patch, no mandatory installation, no focused on marketing DLC inside your game instant gaming experience. Back when home consoles were game systems and not foundations for live service subscription BS, you actually got what you paid for. In the retro era, and speaking of the retro era, did you know that for a game to be considered retro, it has to have been present for at least 15 years? You know what that means? Uncharted 2 is considered retro. Can you believe it?
Can you believe that?
In the past, developers seemed to have a stronger interest in providing a sense of fun that wasn't predatory upon your wallet. You didn't feel gypped or ripped off for purchasing a fully priced video game because everything was on the disc. Everything afterwards was usually in the sequel that they announced at E3. God, I miss E3. I made a bet for E3 back then, but it's virtually impossible to stick to it now. Anyway, it isn't like games don't have the ability or infrastructure to be great games. It's just a matter of modern games being larger, more immersive, and more updates for hotfixes, unfortunately. The problem being is that the games shouldn't require hotfixes. There should be games that are finished, tested, and confidently released at launch. Take Kirby: The Forgotten Land, for example. A game that I'm certainly going to buy for the Switch 2. Word around town is, that game hasn't been updated since launch. Nor does it need to, because it was a fleshed out experience, intended to do what it was supposed to since launch. Now, if you're basing your entire argument on PvP or PvE multiplayer aspects of video games, trust me, I completely understand. And wouldn't be surprised if you just quit altogether because of it. Multiplayer it seems to have been more exploitive than ever before since the introduction to A, microtransactions, and B, battle passes. These concepts are kind of, breeding grounds for developers to beg you for tips or money. And C, Battle Royale, the sponsorship realm. Oh god, I'm so sick and tired of it. These three pinpoints have stampeded the multiplayer market for almost a decade and a half now, and will only get worse as the years go on. Hell, even Tekken 8 has a game pass. Not a game pass, a battle pass, my fault, for whatever reason. But here's why my short answer is no. When we were children, mind you, I was born in 1998 and have been gaming since Pampers, when my dad gave me the controller to play GoldenEye at 2 years old in 2000. We mostly played single player games, right? Like Spyro, Crash, Ratchet and Clank, Sonic and Mario, Turok, Doom, etc., etc. Speaking of Doom, it's crazy because I could play Doom as a kid, but not Duke Nukem. I keep saying this, but yeah, I digress. But in my honest opinion, single player games are still going strong, and I love every minute of it. Hell, most of my time goes into single player games because there's a bit of more focus towards those kind of games. I've been jumping from game to game for quite a while now. From Astro Bot, God of War, Wukong, Trepang 2, and now Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. I'm missing a couple games, but still. And speaking of Ninja Gaiden, we're getting Ninja Gaiden 4. Now I can't wait for that. That's gonna be a blast, and I'm already knowing it is. But I think everyone who believes that games are bad nowadays should just look inward. What really makes a good game to me? Is it how I play with friends? Is it how long the game is? How difficult? Most of the time, it has something to do with things externally. Things outside of the game that forces you not to become immersed in the experience. Which is why single player games make me lean towards saying no. But modern gaming isn't bad. Game politics are bad, and is very well ruining it. It's essentially taken over multiplayer in all its form, like a virus. And it's making everyone forget that this is a place where we take our imagination and run with it, not our beliefs in the outside world, and confront the next person with, online. We just bombard them with our beliefs and all, and said, you know what I mean. But if you want my honest opinion, stay offline. Unless you're completing a campaign with a friend or even a raid. Because online, I hate to say it, it's taken over by streamers, which will be in part 2 of this topic. Is modern gaming in 2025? Be sure to like and comment down below your thoughts and hit that subscribe button, because I need that. So peace out until next time.